My maiden name is Paulina Salas. Now I'm married to Gerardo Escobar, the lawyer. But at that time, April 6th, 1975, I was single. I was walking along San Antonio Street around 2:15 in the afternoon, when three men got out of the car. One of them stuck a gun in my back. "One word will blow you away, miss." He spat the words in my ear. Later on, I reproached myself. I'd had lots of time to think about it. Why didn't I call out? I know that if that happened, you're supposed to scream. "I'm Paulina Salas, they're kidnapping me!" But I submitted too easily, without even a gesture of defiance. All my life had been wretched to obedience. The doctor wasn't among them. I met Dr. Miranda for the first time 3 days later when... Well, that's when I met Dr. Miranda. At first, I thought he would save me. He was so soft, so nice. After what the others had done to me. And then, all of a sudden, I heard a Schubert quartet. There's no way of describing what it is to hear that wonderful music in the darkness. When you haven't eaten for the last 3 days. When your body is falling apart. When... Raped during the time of dictatorship, Paulina now finds herself playing hostess to the rapist who has brought her husband home from the flat tire. After recognition of the rapist, Paulina ties him up and plans her revenge. Death in the Maiden by Aaron McDormand. Good morning, Doctor. Miranda, isn't it? Dr. Miranda. I took this tape out of your car. I took the liberty. How about if we listen to the Schubert while I make breakfast? Death in the Maiden. Do you know how long it's been since I last listened to this? If it's on the radio, I turn it off. I've been trying not to go out much, though Gerardo's got all these social events he's got to attend. And if they ever name a minister, we're going to have to run around talking to and smiling at perfect strangers. But I always pray they won't put Schubert on. One night we were dining with, well, they're extremely important people, and they happened to put on Schubert, a piano sonata. And I thought, do I switch it off or do I leave? But my body decided for me. I felt extremely ill right then and there, and Gerardo had to take me home. We left them all sitting there listening to Schubert. Nobody knew it made me ill. So I pray that they won't play that anywhere I go. Any Schubert at all. Strange, isn't it? When he used to be my favorite composer. But I always promised myself a time would come to recover him. And went back from the grave, so to speak. And just standing here listening to him with you now, I know that that time has come. That so many things are going to change from now on. Doctor, did you know that Schubert is homosexual? But of course you did. You kept repeating it over and over while you played Death in the Maiden. Is this very cassette, Doctor? Or do you buy a new one every year to keep the sound pure? The voice. I recognized it as soon as you came in here last night. The way you laughed. Certain phrases you used. In all these years, not an hour has passed that I haven't heard it. That same voice, next to me, next to my ear. That voice mixed with saliva. Give her a bit more. The bitch can take a bit more, give it to her. You sure, Doctor, what if she dies on us? She's not even near fainting. Give it to her. Up another notch. What's the matter, sweetie? Don't you like our hospitality? You're not going to have such a good time outside as you're having with me. Tell me you'll miss me. At least tell me that. It's not only your voice I recognize. your voice last night, do you know the first thought that rushed through my head? Doing to them, systematically, minute by minute, instrument by instrument, what they did to me. Specifically to you, Doctor, because the others were so vulgar, so... But you would play Schubert. You would talk about science. You even quoted Nietzsche to me once. I was horrified at myself that I should have so much hatred inside. But it was the only way of going out to cocktail parties with Gerardo, without thinking one of the people there might be, perhaps not the same exact man, but one of them might be. And so as not to fall completely off my rocker, and to be able to continue to deliver that Tavelli smile, well, I would imagine pushing their heads into a bucket of their own shit. So when I heard your voice last night, I thought the only thing I want is to have you raped. So you can know for once what it is to be raped. But as I can't rape, I asked myself if I could use a broom. Yes, a broom. You know, a broomstick. But I decided that wasn't what I really wanted, something that physical. And do you know what conclusion I came to? What I really, truly want? I want you to confess. I want you to sit in front of that tape recorder and tell me what you did. Not just to me. Everything to everybody. And I want you to write it out in your own handwriting and sign it. And I would keep a copy forever. All the names and data. All the details. That's what I want. You tortured me. You raped me! More than once. I always kept count, I know how many times. And when you let me go, do you know where I went? I couldn't go home to my parents. I only see Mother once in a long while. Isn't this bizarre that I'm telling you all this? As if you were my confessor? And there are things I've never even told Gerardo. Or my sister. Certainly not my mother. She died if she knew what I've really got in my head. That night, when you let me go, you don't need me to describe what state I was in. You gave me a quite thorough inspection before I was released, didn't you? That night, when I came to Gerardo, when I told him, when I started to tell him, what did he swear he'd do to you? Someday, my love, we're going to put these bastards on trial. Your eyes will be able to rove over each and every one of their faces as they listen to your story. We'll do it. You'll see that we will. It's going to be an incredibly beautiful day. Do you know the only thing that's missing now, Doctor? The only thing I need to make this day really, truly perfect. To kill you. So I can listen to my Schubert without thinking you'll also be listening to it. Soiling my day, and my country, and my husband. I know that you are that man. And I cannot live in peace with myself and let you live. I'm not going to kill you because you're guilty. But because you haven't repented at all. I can only forgive someone who really, truly repents. Who stands up amongst those he has wronged and says, I did this. I did it. And I'll never do it again. And why does it always have to be people like me who have to make concessions when something has to be conceded? Why me who has to bite her tongue? Not this time. This time I'm going to think about myself. About what I need. If only to do justice in one case. Just one. What do we lose by killing one of them? What do we lose? You have a minute to pray, Doctor.
It's the last snowball, sugar. Put it on the list, okay? You hear me, honey? I hate it when the coconut falls off. Too We got any old towels you don't want anymore?
What have you been doing in there?
What about some old pillows anywhere?
You haven't forgotten what night it is, have you? They're all chipped, see? I've been waiting all week, Jess.
I know.
Do you want me to wash them now? We're out of these. Did I say that already?
There's more coming tomorrow. I ordered you a whole case.
A whole case will go stale, Jessie.
They can go in the freezer till you're ready for them. Where's Daddy's gun?
The hall closet, one of his shoe boxes, I think.
I found the bullets. They were in an old milk can.
What do you want the gun for, Jess?
Protection.
I've never seen a criminal in my life. This is way too far to come for what's out here to steal. Never seen a one.
Get your hands washed. I'll be right back.
A mother-daughter relationship can be very special, but it can also be very disturbing. A domineering mother and a complacent daughter have reached the end of the road.
Night Mother by Marcia Norton. I found Daddy's gun. Your hands aren't washed. Do you want a manicure or not?
Yes, I do.
Wash your hands, and that's the last time I'm telling you.
What are you doing over there?
The barrel has to be clean, Mama. Old powder, dust gets in it.
What for?
I told you.
And I told you we don't get criminals out here.
The gun is for me.
Well, I guess you can have it if you want. You'll get it all anyway when I die.
I'm going to kill myself, Mama.
You are not. Don't even say such a thing, Jessie.
How would you know if I didn't say it? You want it to be a surprise?
Kill yourself?
Shoot myself in a couple of hours.
What's the matter with you?
Not a thing. I feel fine.
You feel fine. You're just going to kill yourself.
Waited until I felt good enough, in fact.
Don't make jokes, Jessie. I'm too old for jokes.
It's not a joke, Mama.
We're just going to sit around like every other night in the world, and then you're going to kill yourself? You'll miss. You'll just wind up a vegetable. How would you like that?
I think I can kill myself, Mama.
It's a sin. You'll go to hell.
Mama, I'm just not having a very good time now. And I don't have any reason to think it'll get anything but worse. I'm tired. I'm hurt. I'm sad. I feel used.
Tired of what?
It all.
What does that mean?
Mama, I know you used to ride the bus. You ride the bus and it's hot and bumpy and crowded and too noisy. And more than anything in the world, you want to get off. And the only reason you don't get off is it's still 50 blocks from where you're going. Well, I can get off right now if I want to. Because even if I ride for 50 more years and get off then, it's the same place when I step down to it. Whenever I've had enough, it's my stop. I've had enough.
I know it has to be me that's the matter here. You wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't. I don't know what I did, but I did it, I know. But I don't know what to do about it now, Jessie.
It doesn't have anything to do with you.